This is the story of a sniper who once lived as a normal teacher until something happened that completely changed his life, forcing him to become a feared sniper. The story begins in a peaceful area of Ukraine, where we see a small hut. A couple lives there. The husband's name is Nikola, and the wife's name is Nestia. Nikola works as a math teacher at a nearby school. He's a great teacher, loved by all his students, except one boy named Evan, who's rude and disrespectful. Evan never misses a chance to humiliate Nikola. But Nikola doesn't let it bother him and stays happy in his life. One day, while Nikola is at school, he learns that Russia has attacked Ukraine and taken control of several regions. That evening, when Nikola returns home, he discovers that his wife is pregnant. Overjoyed by the news, they celebrate this moment together. The next morning, Nikola says goodbye to his wife and leaves for work. On the way, he sees two soldiers, but he doesn't think much of it and continues to school. When he arrives, he finds the entire building empty. Turning on the TV, he learns that Russia has taken over his city and realizes that the soldiers he saw earlier were Russian. Panicking, Nikola rushes home. But when he gets there, he finds those same two soldiers beating his wife. He tries to protect her, but they beat him too. Nikola pleads with them to stop, saying his wife is pregnant, but they ignore him. After roughing him up, the soldiers search the house, set it on fire, and prepare to leave. As the flames rise, Nestia, in shock and fury, grabs a stone and tries to attack one of them. The soldiers open fire, and Nestia is killed on the spot. Seeing his wife die, Nikola breaks down completely, crying uncontrollably. Hours later, two Ukrainian soldiers find him, recognize him, and help him bury Nestia. Nikola's life is now shattered. He has no home, no family, nothing left. Burning with rage and revenge, he swears to kill those soldiers no matter what. So he decides to join the Ukrainian army. The two soldiers take him to their base, but when their senior officer sees Nikola, he gets angry and refuses to recruit him, suspecting he might be a Russian spy. Nikola explains everything and assures him that he only wants to fight for his country. Moved by his words, the colonel agrees to give him a chance. Nikola's training begins the very next day. Since Nikola was just a civilian, he struggles during training. One fellow soldier helps him learn how to assemble and disassemble a gun. Everyone in camp believes Nikola will never become a good soldier, but he refuses to give up and keeps training hard. One night, Nikola tells his comrades not to call him by his real name anymore. His code name is Raven. The others laugh and tell him that a soldier has to earn a code name. Nikola ignores their jokes and continues his training. One day, the senior officer announces that their unit needs more snipers. He asks who among them wants to become one. A few step forward, including Nikola. Seeing him, the senior says, "You're not ready yet. You can't even assemble a gun properly." Nikola replies, "Just give me one chance. I can do it in under 20 seconds. To test him, the senior places a gun on the table. Nikola blindfolds himself, quickly disassembles and reassembles the weapon, and completes it in just 18 seconds. Everyone's shocked and impressed. From that day, he's selected for sniper training. During training, Nikola is given an old, outdated rifle, while others get modern weapons. When he asks for a better gun, the senior tells him he must earn it, so Nikola keeps practicing with whatever he has. The next drill teaches snipers to hold their position no matter what happens. To test this, the senior fires bullets near them. Anyone who moves fails. When it's Nikola's turn, he stands firm, doesn't flinch, and keeps his aim steady. In the next exercise, they're shown their target once, then blindfolded and told to hit it purely from memory. Everyone tries. Nikola fails because of his old gun. The next drill is even tougher. They must shoot their target using only the brief light from a flare, in total darkness. Most miss. Nikola doesn't shoot immediately. He studies the distance using his math skills, calculates the angle, and lands a perfect shot. Impressed, the senior finally gives him his official code name. Days go by, and Nikola keeps training relentlessly. Eventually, he passes all his tests. The colonel salutes him and tells him he's officially part of the sniper unit. A few days later, the colonel gives him his first mission. Russian soldiers have taken over a checkpoint. Nikola's team reaches the location, takes position, and prepares to attack. They see a car approaching the checkpoint. The Russian soldiers stop it, search the passengers, and when they protest, the soldiers beat them. The colonel orders his men to fire, and within moments, all Russian soldiers are killed. Their first mission is a success. Back at the base, Nikola notices several of his comrades are missing. He's told they were sent on another mission, and soon after, he learns that most of them were killed by a Russian sniper named Sari, one of Russia's deadliest. Later, Nikola heads out on another mission with his team. They plant landmines around the area and take positions. Soon, Russian soldiers arrive, and among them is Evan, the same disrespectful student from Nikola's old school. Evan is now in the Russian army. When the soldiers step on the mines, there's a massive explosion, and they're all killed. The colonel tells Nikola not to feel bad. Evan chose his side. After the mission, back at camp, the colonel shows Nikola a photo of his family and says his daughters don't even know their father is a soldier. Nikola shares his own story, how Russian soldiers murdered his wife. Emotional, he breaks down, but the colonel comforts him. The next morning, they leave for another crucial mission. Russian troops are expected to pass through the area. The colonel and Nikola take position. After a while, they spot 2 Russian soldiers waiting for backup. Nikola realizes one of them is the man who killed his wife right in his crosshairs. He asks for permission to fire, but the colonel refuses. Nikola asks again, but is denied once more. Enraged, he loses patience and takes the shot anyway, killing the soldier instantly. But that one shot exposes their location. Even worse, the notorious sniper Sari is nearby and now knows where they are. Before the colonel can locate Sari, he's hit with a headshot and dies on the spot. Nikola is devastated. Under heavy fire, he grabs the colonel's body and retreats, barely escaping the area alive. Back at base, Nikola blames himself for the colonel's death. He swears to kill Sari and avenge him. Soon, he gets intel on 2 Russian snipers. He sets out alone, takes position, and kills one, but gets shot himself in the process. Despite his injury, he manages to kill the second sniper. Wounded, Nikola hides at a secret base to recover. The army major contacts him, saying they've identified the sniper who killed the colonel. It's Sari. The major warns that Sari has already killed 6 of Ukraine's best snipers and never changes his position while hunting. They plan their move. 2 teams will attack from different sides. The first will engage Russian soldiers head-on, while the second sneaks from behind. During the distraction, Nikola will infiltrate the building and kill Sari. Everything goes as planned. Nikola quietly enters the building, kills 2 guards, and signals his team. The Ukrainian snipers attack, wiping out the Russians outside. Sari, noticing that no one's reporting in, realizes something's wrong. He rushes to the rooftop, but finds his sniper dead. He contacts his base for backup, but it'll take 10 minutes to arrive. Sari returns to his position, scanning the area, and spots a toy Nikola's wife once gave him. Before Sari can react, Nikola attacks and kills him with a knife. Another Russian sniper nearby becomes alert, but Nikola throws a grenade and kills him too. Moments later, Sari's backup team arrives, unaware he's already dead. When they radio him, Nikola answers instead, telling them they're all going to die, and then shoots the truck driver. Panic breaks out among the Russians as they jump out, only to be picked off one by one by the Ukrainian snipers lying in ambush. A few days later, Nikola visits his wife's grave. The promise he made to her to avenge her death is now fulfilled. He vows to continue serving his country until his last breath. Saying this, he walks away. And with that, this incredible movie comes to an end. If you liked this story, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and keep chilling.